In today's video, I'm going to be going to Gibraltar Open 2025, and it's Gibraltar's first ever competition. I'm going to be competing in 2x2, 3x3, 4x4 and 5x5. And my main goal is to get my first ever official sub-10 3x3 average. At home, I can easily get a sub-10 average, but I tend to get really nervous in comps. But before we see how I do, here's a time lapse of me packing my cube bags. As you can see, I've just finished packing, so I will see you on the day of the comp. Let's go. For 3x3, I was really nervous, but I managed to get a 967 on my first solve. Here I messed up and I got a 1404. And then I got a 10, which I was okay with, but I did want a sub 10. Then I got a 925, which I was really happy with. But then I got 12 because I messed up and did OLL twice. But overall I got a 1083 average and got into round 2. For 4x4 I wanted to get a sub 1 minute average, but I started off with a 106. Then on my next solve I got a 1 minute 1. And then finally, I got a 58.83. Then I got another sub 1 minute solve with a 58.64. Then on my next solve, at the last minute, I locked up, but still got my PR single and PR average of sub 1 minute. For 5x5, I had improved a lot since I had last competed, and I got my PR on my first solve. Then for my next solve, I got a 2 minute 8 second solve. Here I messed up my JA perm, but I still managed to get PR single of 1 minute 54. For my next solve, I got another sub 2 minute solve. Here I messed up a bit, but I managed to get a 1 minute 55 second and a 1 minute 57 PR average. For 2x2, I was solving really bad, but I didn't care because I didn't practice it, and I managed to get a 697, then a 431, then a 542, then a 457. Then for my last solve, I got a 394 with a 477 average. This was my second opportunity to get a sub 10 average, and I started off with an 1141. Then I got an 1185 and I knew sub 10 was unlikely. But then I got a 994, a 948, and my last solve was a 1068 with a 1068 average, getting me into finals. 3x3 finals was my last attempt in being able to get a sub 10 average, and I start off with an 1158. For my second solve, I got a 952. Then for my third solve, I got a 960 and I was on track for a sub 10 average. And then I got my best solve of the average with a 920. By the last solve, I was extremely nervous because I knew I could get sub 10. As I looked at the scramble, I'm not sure if you can see it, but I was smirking a little bit because it was a really good scramble. And I finish off the average with a 953 and a sub 10 average of 955. That was my experience at Gibraltar Open 2025. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.